Hello everybody, this is Guidinghalo and this is going to be your general reading for June 22nd to June 29th. Let's see what we've got going on for my Scorpio friends. Scorpios. Okay, we have the King of Cups. That's you guys coming out in your reading. Trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured. Whoa. And things are flying everywhere. So here, maybe you're just sitting there doing your own thing and bam, out of nowhere life hits you, eh? Sitting there doing your own thing and life just kind of smacked you upside the head somehow. Maybe with this last Sagittarius full moon. And we have the Two of Pentacles. So too much work going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach like this kitty has going on here. This cat always has a playful approach. I don't think he has any way of not having a playful approach. I'm just saying. He's so full of energy and ready to go all the time. Alright, King of Cups and Two of Pentacles. Trying to find balance, I'd say. See what comes out for you guys. General reading for 22nd to 29th. Are you guys trying to find balance between the big things in life or the small things in life? Or trying to find balance between, decide what's big or what's balanced? There's a lot going on right now for everybody, that's for sure. If you guys can tap into your creative side, I think this time will fill you, or will, I'm having a hard time talking. This time will be a lot more flow with the go than forcing you to go with the flow. Okay? See what we got going on. So something that you've had a long-term belief about or a long-term commitment to in any way, shape, or form, it has to do with your spiritual beliefs. Something that you value and you've staked a lot of your time towards, or you'd like to. Getting that someone's not trusting somebody. It's going to take great strength for them to, or for you to trust that person. Maybe you don't think they have the capacity to step outside of their usual situationship and end up in a great place, but the divine is telling you to take that leap of faith towards changing your spiritual beliefs or towards that long-term commitment. Then we have the Five of Wands. It's all about conflict, about whether you are strong enough to take that step forward or whether someone else is. Perhaps you're concerned about a child here. Whether they're able to manifest or to bring forth what they're thinking to do. You're worried about the long-term solidity of it. And we have the Hanged Man, someone going inward to gain that spiritual clarity, hanging themselves upside down, spending time with the divine, trying to get messages from them about a possible offering of emotion, an offering of something that whoever's on this horse thinks that the other person is going to love. Either you're conflicted about doing this, my Scorpio friends, or someone's conflicted about doing it towards you, and it's going to take great strength to do so. Maybe they're coming to you to ask you something that they know you might not be too impressed with, but it's something that means a lot to them, and very well you might put your foot down and just simply say no. But chances of them doing it anyway are very good. So, in all fairness, in my advice, tell them that if they do it, if it's a child, that there will most likely be consequences on the outset of them doing it anyway, but at least you're going to know where they are and what they're at. They can go ahead and do it, but there's going to be consequences when they get back from you, whether there's consequences from the world or not. So let them make their choice. At least, if nothing else, you'll know where they are, and it's all about teamwork, right? It's about saying, listen, I have concerns for a reason, and go ahead and take that leap of faith. At least I know where you are, but if you go against what I say or my wishes for the reasons I have them, there's still going to be consequences with me. So it's about being a team player and working together, right? At least you know where they are and what they're going to be doing. That way if something does happen or your fears do come true, that you can be there as soon as possible or whatever. It's about not giving up. It's about looking at other ways to do things. It's about feeling tired, feeling exhausted, and finding a compromise amongst being a team player and maybe standing your ground emotionally. If this is with a mate, it could be very similar. It's like, you know that there's something that you shouldn't necessarily do, that your mate wouldn't like it, or vice versa, but they're fighting with the idea as to whether they should or not. It causes great conflict. We have the King of Wands here, passionate, creative. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be a little egoic at times, but he uses that ego to serve him in a way to bring him the things in life that he knows intuitively. He just knows intuitively that he deserves, and he goes after them without hesitation. Maybe that's your guys' energy right now. Maybe that's the energy you're embodying. Whatever this King of Wands is up to, he's looking straight at the Star card here, which is the Aquarius card, which is all about healing and hope after there's been a big old fat tower to bring down a structure. The Divine's blowing the horn here. As something you thought dead and gone perhaps was something that you'd fought for and battled about for a while and put aside and thought, okay, I don't have to make this decision. I think the Divine stepped in, or is going to step in and make this decision for you if you don't get on it. And perhaps you need to embody a more King of Wands approach to getting on it. It's not going to let nothing stop him. So someone here has got procrastination on the brain. Or they're just procrastinating because it feels better to do so. But when the Divine steps in to make this judgment call, we're going to have a grieving situation. The Divine is going to spill some of your cups you've been working on to show you the focus of where it wants you to focus. That's what I see out of that card. And then we have someone who's left there grieving. Perhaps about someone who decided to be single. If someone ended a long-term commitment with you guys, maybe you decided to take a leap of faith, or maybe you're afraid that this person's going to make a decision to walk away and stay single after a breakup or a temporary pause in action. We got passionate messages coming in regardless. Someone coming in here, maybe this is someone who's been in and out of your life for pleasure-seeking times, or just to give you messages, and it's left you a little upset because you actually would like this long-term commitment, or you're looking for someone who would do that, but you don't think they would commit. The Divine says you've collected and spent all the time you need to on this project here, and collecting all the information, all the wands to start this new passion project. So you've collected all the knowledge, all the wands, you've been passionate, you've worked hard. And perhaps a new offer is going to be coming in, because as soon as I see the Ten of Wands and someone putting down that big old burden they've been carrying here, that's when a new passion comes in, a new project is something you can really sink your teeth into. Maybe you're just going to decide to give up the ghost where all this is concerned and go eat a big old steak. I just saw someone sitting there eating a big old steak. Well, there's your new passion project, but I think you still feel like you got one foot in the other and one foot here, so you're not sure what to do. Too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. So maybe the divine would like you to play with your passions a little bit more, things you're passionate about, things you're creative with, all of that sort of thing. Two of Pentacles, about juggling. It's about finding balance, trying to, you got too many things in the air. It could be even just too many ideas of what you want to do next. There's situations you want long term, there's situations that you want to heal, there's situationships you got going on that are new and you're not sure how to handle it all, but the divine's telling you to use your intuition. You're very intuitive. There's a straight line to the divine right there. And someone's trying to manifest. It's like your ships are right in the harbor. You see them sitting there and you're just wondering, why is it taking them so long to dock? Like, won't they just frickin' hurry up already? But if you look at this Chariot card, it's about moving forward fast, but it's almost maybe you're waiting for someone else to join you before you can move forward fast. Maybe you've got to wait for something to finish or to come to culmination before you move forward fast with a new thing. And maybe that's what the divine is trying to tell you to find balance in, and using your intuition here. Then we have the Emperor. So that's Aries energy. You could be dealing with a boss. This might have something to do with a boss or a family figure, someone who's in charge of the finances in your life or the structure, and they have a say in the roof under which you work. You do your work, the way you spend your money, and even the way you spend your time, I'm getting. So this could be a boss or a father figure. This could also be a judge. Someone who makes decisions, runs the empire. But I'm telling you, you are all up in your head about whatever this is. You would like to move forward fast, but the ships from the last project haven't docked yet. Either that, or you'd like to move forward really fast, but there's a certain thing that you're missing in the middle of the offer and the moving forward. Maybe that's what it is and you can't seem to figure it out. Could be dealing with another water sign, a Pisces. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Taurus, Cancer. But there is this big old offer here again. Look at that. Perhaps you're the person here, sitting up here on your throne that runs this empire, and the divine's coming to give you a big old offer in a different way of looking at something. And it's something you'll be very passionate about with this passionate offer as well. Maybe it's time for you to choose between passion and money. Maybe it's time for you to choose a way to make money that you're passionate about. And you combine these two aces into something absolutely phenomenal. Now, someone's got a broken heart here. Maybe that's what you'd like to move away from. A broken heart. Something that left someone single, perhaps, for a time, and you've been sitting there building your wealth, amassing your fortune. Now you're sitting up on your emperor throne, and you're like, well, there's nobody that can come along now and fill the need. Like, I don't need anybody for anything. I don't need them for money. I don't really need them for love. I don't need them for anything. Maybe you're having a good old love relationship with your money. Because if nothing else, it won't let you down at this point, perhaps you feel. But you have the ability to manifest whatever it is you seek. This is the beginning stages of manifestation here, my friends. We got the Fool, and then we got the Magician. So, someone who's sitting up here waiting for his ships to dock, perhaps this is about a different project that's come, that you know, you've put all the effort into, you need to, or you feel, in order to build that stability. You're just waiting for the ships to come in. But there's a new project here that's coming to you, and I don't know if you're going to see it because you're still waiting for your ships to come in on the other project. It's like having one foot in one situation and the other foot in a completely different other situation. Maybe it's just too much going on and you're not sure how to control either of the situations, which is what's leaving you up in your head here. Maybe you thought you'd found what your passion was, but those ships never came in. So there's a different way of looking at something that's going on here, because there's a new offer coming straight from the divine. We have at a crossroads, a decision to make. Okay, that makes complete sense. So someone's got a decision to make, and they're holding on to their finances, or holding on to an old way of doing something, holding on to an old stable structure that's no longer stable. And I see you being all up in your head about it. This is a self-imposed mental prison, however, going on. You don't have to be. It's just, you just need a different way of looking at situations somehow, some way. It's not easy to do, especially when you're stuck in the middle of it. And things are not as they appear right now. You know, things are not. And maybe that's the concern, is that if you make a decision right now, that you're going to make the wrong one. You don't want to be left out in the cold financially again. That's the last thing you want. Standing there holding the money bag and the money bag's empty, and if someone's broken your heart, and tell you, you've definitely been through that before, and you've had to rebuild and amass wealth to get to emperor status possibly, yeah, that's a hard thing to take. Someone, maybe you offered someone something and they're sitting there aloof to it, like they're already like, you know what, we tried this, been there, done that, I don't want to go back. Or maybe you're all up in your head about making this offer to somebody, but they're like, because you feel that they'll just leave you out in the cold. We have the divine here working in the background to see that everything comes to fruition. Now, whether that's fruition into how you see it happening, or fruition to how the divine sees it happening, because there is a different perspective that needs to happen here. So maybe something was said and you're seeing it in a completely wrong way. It's caused conflict within you, and conflict as to how to head forward, and you're not sure what to do. But we have victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. So whatever you're all up in your head about, justice is coming for you, my friend. It's divine justice that this happened. You will have victory in this situation, and it is coming to fruition. Perhaps you just can't see it yet, but I think it's a lot closer than you expect it is. And we have the Queen and King of Cups, so we have soulmate energy here. You're dealing with somebody that you're very well suited for. And then we have the Ace of Air, brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation. It is a challenging beginning, absolutely it is. But seeing the truth of the situation can help you actually maybe make that challenging beginning a lot, you know, less challenging perhaps. All right, let's get some clarification on this soulmate energy and this Ace of Air, this decision, brilliant new idea. So we have the Eight of Wands. This is fast communication between you and someone else, or between you and the divine. Perhaps when you go upside down, you're going to have this clarity from the divine about all of these new offers and which one to start with and how to go. Perhaps you're going to have communication between you and your soulmate about everything that's going on and how to better proceed, because you're all up in your head about it. This is stress, sleepless nights, aggravation, worry, concern. I think you're very concerned about somebody as well. Could be a child in the situation. And then we have the Hermit. You could be dealing with a Virgo, but this could just be about going inward and finding clarity, taking that star and putting it in your lantern, letting it be your light forward. When we go through situations in life, we find hope afterwards, usually by making sense of what happened, whether you feel it was for a good reason or a bad reason, or a bad thing that happened. And the reality is, in taking that hope, that star forward with us, we can also help other people learn from our experiences. And then we have the Empress. So yes, we definitely have soulmate energy here. So perhaps your Empress is a Virgo, or is taking time to go inward as well to figure out where they want to head forward, whether they want to walk away from emotional stress and turmoil. Well, everybody does. Whether they want to walk away from the efforts they've put in here and head in a different direction, or to stay. Or perhaps you're thinking about whether you want to do this with your Empress or towards your Empress, whether to leave it behind or to move forward. We got the Page of Cups here, which could be an apology, or it could be a new start, someone coming up with a new idea and offering a new start, a new phase to a situation. We have the World card, so it's the end of that phase, start of a new one. It's going to take patience, trust, and faith for our Emperor here. Oh, but then we have the Wheel of Fortune. That's beautiful. Just be careful for devil energy. Okay, so this Wheel of Fortune could be a Capricorn bringing this into you, this victory that's coming your way. Perhaps this Capricorn is this soulmate person of yours that's embodying Queen of Cups energy. You guys will have to let me know if it resonates. I hope you have a great week, and I hope you've enjoyed your general reading. Blessings.